Hey folks, my name's Kyle, Black Cat Tips Brooks, and I'm here today to give you my review. I've been using the Casa Leo's Loo 2 Smart Litter Box for about 6 weeks. Well, I haven't been using it, but our cat named Kit Kat has been using it, and I wanted to tell you about it. It's a really amazing device. It looks like a big white igloo with a hole in the front. And right from the start, the cat just went on in the hole. And nobody even had to tell him how. I just showed him the hole and he went on in. Right in there. And did his cat business and came out. Now when he comes out, it knows, it waits a few seconds, and then it turns on the big drum and starts its process where it rolls over like a concrete mixer. It sifts out all the litter, takes the waste out, puts it in a container below it, and leaves you with a reset litter box with clean litter. And I tell you what, it's nice to have a clean litter box and not have to worry about it, or don't have to look in there and see stuff. It's always clean. And let's say for some reason it's not clean. Well, you just take your app and push a button on there for clean, and it'll run it again and re-clean it. It does a really neat job, and it waits. It's smart, and it waits a few seconds till the cat's done, and if the cat happens to come back and touch it, it stops. It uses a mechanism in the bottom where it can sense if there's any weight on it and turns it on and off. Now, I haven't had any bad issues with it at all. It's been really good, and I tell you what, it'll spoil you really quick because you don't have to clean it. All you got to do is every few days to a week, depending on how busy your cat is, you pull the drawer out, lift the lid, take your bag out, take a new bag, put it in there, put the lid down and put it back in, and you're good to go. It'll reset itself, and that's all you have to do, and it's nice. I tested a grocery bag to see if it would work, and it does work. It's not quite as roomy as the bag that comes from the Casa Leo folks. It's a little bit more suited for that shape, but you can use a grocery bag if you didn't want to purchase the official bags. It's a very smart device. It's very quiet. It doesn't really make any noise, just a little humming noise when it runs. I get an alert on my phone that tells me the cat's been in there using it, which is always kind of funny to me. He has some strange hours. I like the fact that it's clean and there's not any sort of scent. There is no scent. Before we were using a regular litter box, and from time to time there was scents that weren't good, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. But this is no scent. There's nothing. You just, when you clean it out, that's it, and put it back in, and once it's up and running, there's no smells. There's no litter smell. There's no anything. And that's really nice too. Now, I did have a couple issues with the litter mat in front of it. The cat does kick out a little bit of litter. I think this is just a logistical thing you could adjust. But there is a little litter that comes out. I guess that could be tweaked a little. And then underneath it, the only issue I've had in 6 weeks with it is a little bit of litter spilled underneath in the drawer. And one time, probably because it was too full, one of the balls of cat litter fell out of the container and behind it. And you could reach in there and get it out. The only problem is it left some debris. And then my question was, how do you clean the debris? I don't know. I reached in there and got it and then swept the stuff out. I suppose you could stick a vacuum tube and suck out the litter. That's the only thing that wasn't super awesome and cool about it. I think looking back over the last 6 weeks or so, the only issues I had were related to me and maybe not emptying out the box tray soon enough. Or I added too much litter to start with, which made it spill. So don't add as much litter as you think you might need, and empty out the tray sooner than you would probably suspect, and I don't think you have any troubles at all. It's an amazing device, and it really changes having a cat and what you have to do for your cat. If you've got food and water and this Lose 2 litter box, you don't have to do much. Although with my cat, you got to be nice to my cat or it'll bite you. I don't want to get bit, but Lose 2 has nothing to do with that. I just buy good quality food. He drinks the water out of our fish tank, and then he goes into the Leo's Loo 2 and does his business. That's about it. And then I just stay out of his way and don't get attacked. Although he attacks me in the night sometimes. What am I going to do? So I want to go over the good parts. It's very quiet. It's a nice clean device. It's nice and modern looking. It runs by itself. It cleans the litter by itself. You can see in there real easy if the litter gets too low and you need to add more. The app on your phone works very easily. If you need to make adjustments, you can do so there. And there's absolutely no smell with it, no odors. The cat used it from the first minute I set it up and never has a problem. And it's so nice to just be able to take that drawer out, take the bag out, throw it away, put a new bag in, and go back to doing something else. I think everybody will benefit from the Casa Leo's Loo 2 Smart Litter Box. I'll benefit, you can benefit, the cat will benefit, the whole world can benefit from this new device. So after 6 weeks of using it, I'm very satisfied. It's very nice. My name is Kyle Black Cat Tips Brooks, and I approve of this message.